Welcome back, and sorry for late posting the last part, as you all are waiting eagerly to know what happened to him. So let's not waste time, and hit the subscribe and like button. We are going to unveil the final chapter of the story, and know what will happen to him. The man burst into the street, screaming for help as the world blurred into a nightmare of pale skin and crimson eyes. Every face he passed, drivers in their cars, pedestrians on the sidewalk, seemed to flicker, their eyes bleeding into that same horrific, pulsing red. He ran until his lungs burned, eventually collapsing in the middle of a busy intersection, clawing at his own face to scratch the red away. When the police arrived, they didn't find a monster chasing him. They found a man alone, sobbing and screaming at the air, his fingers bloodied from trying to gouge out his own eyes so he wouldn't have to see them anymore. His family, heartbroken and terrified by his sudden violent break from reality, had no choice. They admitted him to the most notorious facility for the criminally and hopelessly insane, Bethlem Royal Hospital, the original Bedlam. After months of failed treatments and non-stop hallucinations of a pale couple standing in the corners of his hospital rooms, life in the hospital was a waking tomb. He was placed in a high-security ward, but the walls offered no protection. To him, the hospital staff didn't have faces, only white masks with red pits for eyes. He stopped sleeping because every time he closed his eyes, he saw the woman with the black hair standing against the wall of his cell. He spent his days backed into the corner, mirroring her, whispering, "Don't look through the hole, don't look through the hole." The doctors recorded his case as extreme paranoid schizophrenia with visual fixations, but no medication could dim the vividness of his torment. He claimed the husband was crawling through the ventilation shafts. The haunting never ceased. The hallucinations became so physical that he would often be found with bruises and finger marks on his neck. Despite being in a padded solitary cell, he withered away, refusing to eat because he claimed the food was soaked in red. In the winter of 2025, the man was found dead in his cell. There was no sign of struggle, and the door had been locked from the outside. The official cause of death was heart failure, brought on by extreme terror. However, the young orderly who found him couldn't help but notice one chilling detail. Though the man's skin had turned a sickly translucent white, his eyes remained wide open, staring at the door's keyhole with irises that had turned a permanent, brilliant red. Thanks for watching. We will meet with the new story. Till then, please hit subscribe to get our latest updates. Good night.